demonstrate some metal finishing techniques using simple hand tools, hammer and a dolly, and more importantly, the shrinking disc, which is nothing more than a piece of stainless steel on a high RPM grinder. The area I'm going to be working is this area right here. Just for time constraints, it's fairly small and got a little damage in it. How I do this is I just take a simple magic marker. This is a Sharpie Magnum. As you can see, it's got a pretty wide contact area, and you just simply ink this up. Basically, this is nothing more than guide coating, and it will over your high and lows. Your low spots will remain the black marker, and the high spots will remain a shiny. For blocking these, I prefer to use this sander right here. It is the adjustable flex sander. As you can see, it bends and moves and quite easily. And this one is a regular standard hard sander. It has no flex to it, and you can see there's hardly any contact point between it. So hardly barely contacts metal, and a lot of times it will give you a false reading where you're at, versus this is full contact. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and sand this, and we'll reveal the highs and lows metal. As you can see, the low areas left over in these black markers are low, and they need to be brought up. And these shiny points are high spots. And just feeling over it real quick, I don't feel anything that's really out of the norm. Just these black spots just feel low, and they need to be brought back up. A couple of tools that I use is this hammer and the dolly, or this hammer and the slapper. So you can see the difference between the two. You can see the contact area. There's not a whole lot of contact area in this, and a lot of times when you're working a bigger dent, bigger than these, you can actually create damage in it because of the less surface area, or something like this, you're covering that whole damage. And for heavier metal, and when dents just don't want to come out quite as fast, I have this homemade slapper. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot heavier. I mainly use this one just because of the simple fact that it is a little lighter, and this one is so much heavier, it takes quite a bit of energy to metal finish the entire fender with it. And we talk about is just dollies. You want to have something that resembles the contour of the panel. If you have something that is flat and you put it in behind here and you have a radius, the flat dolly will actually take your radius out and make your panel flat versus curved. So you want to match up the curves of your panel with your dollies, and these two dollies, what I'm going to be using, they got some different contours on here that match here pretty good. And to raise these up, to bring these low spots up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hammer-on dolly technique.